Hello and welcome back to my channel once again, my dear friends. This is regarding biology tutorials about the ear and the locations of different parts of the body with respect to ICSE syllabus, class 10. Now, regarding the ear, what is the ear? It is a sense organ that performs two sensory functions. One is hearing, number one. Number two is maintaining the body balance. The outer ear consists of pinnae, a set of pinnae, and external auditory meatus. This figure shows one pinna. These are the structures of the pinna, having a helix, then cavum conchae, tragus, lobules, etc. These are not actually required in the syllabus, but the structure is required. So pinna is derived from mesenchymal tissue of the first and second pharyngeal arches that flank the first hyomandibular pharyngeal cleft. It is composed of thin elastic cartilage covered with the skin. Now concerned with another figure. This is the figure of the organ of Corti inside the inner ear. There are three chambers, 1, 2 and 3. Chamber number 1 is known as scala vestibuli. Chamber number 2 is known as scala media. And chamber number 3 is known as scala tympani. Scala vestibuli and scala tympani both contain the same fluid called perilymph, whereas another fluid, endolymph, is present in scala media, the middle one. Here you will find three membranes. This is the Rayner's membrane. This part is organ of Corti actually. This is basilar membrane on which the hair cells rest. And this one is another membrane, very sensitive to touching the hair cells. This is called tectorial membrane. Tectorial. I hope it's clear, the spelling. This is tectorial membrane. So Rayner's membrane, tectorial membrane and basilar membrane are the three membranes. Coming to another figure. This also comes in the question sometimes. These are actually, this whole thing is the labyrinth, the internal ear consisting of three semicircular canals, 1, 2 and 3. This is the vestibule apparatus and this is the cochlea. The entire set is called labyrinth. These are the three semicircular canals. The swollen structures of semicircular canals are called ampullae. This one, these are all swollen at the bottom. Three canals are superior canal, the posterior canal and the horizontal canal. Now in the vestibule apparatus there are two structures. The upper one is utricle and the lower one is saccule. Here there is an oval window which joins the steps, the bone steps with the inner ear. Now this whole thing is the cochlea, the snail-shelled region. Vestibule apparatus actually helps in balancing. It consists of utricle and saccule. There are two otolithic organs. Oto means hearing and lith means tone. The parts of balancing system is the membranous labyrinth in the vestibule of bony labyrinth. They use small stones of calcium carbonate and a viscous fluid to stimulate hair cells to detect motion and orientation. So this way they detect the balancing apparatus. Coming to another part of this chapter, this is the schematic diagram of the ear. Just have a look properly. Schematic diagram. Here the cochlea is straightened. Actually it is a coiled structure, but here it is straightened in order to show all the structures. This is the opening, this is the pinna, this is the opening through which the sound waves enter. This is external auditory meatus. These are the hair cells and these are ceruminous glands present in them. Now this is tympanum or the eardrum. Actually this eardrum joins, it's a joining between the external ear and the middle ear. This part is the middle ear. Middle ear consists of two structures. The malleus, incus and stapes are the three bones present over here. All the three are together known as ossicles, the bony ossicles. And another structure that connects the ear to the throat is called eustachian tube. The last bone stapes is joined to the oval window that I had shown you in the previous figure. This is another round window. Now this is the open structure of cochlea. Here is the organ of Corti. This is the basilar membrane, and the upper chamber or scala vestibuli, the lower chamber or scala tympani, and the middle chamber or scala media. The scala vestibuli and scala tympani contains perilymph and scala media contains endolymph. I hope the whole picture is clear to you. So let's come back to another part. What is labyrinth? Labyrinth is a fluid-filled inner ear. It has got two parts. The bony part is called bony labyrinth. This is a series of channels actually. The second is membranous labyrinth, which is present inside the bony labyrinth and surrounded by perilymph. The fluid present inside this membranous labyrinth is called endolymph. Cochlea is a coiled portion of the labyrinth, which its membranes constituting it are the upper Raynaud's membrane and the lower basilar membrane. Now coming to locations of all the structures. This is the first part of the location. We will come back to another part of location in my other videos, the following videos. So this is location of organ of Corti. You have to write only this much for your exam. It is the structure located on the basilar membrane. This is not the function, okay? Only the location. If you are asked to write location and function, then only you have to write the function. Otherwise, don't write the functions. Tectorial membrane. This is a structure above the rows of hair cells in the cochlea. Location of eustachian tube. It's a tubular structure connecting the middle ear cavity with the pharynx. That means it is connected to the throat. The vestibular apparatus. It is located above the cochlea in a group of three semicircular canals and the otolith called vestibular apparatus. Cornea. It is in the eye, the transparent front part of the eye. Actually, this is the white of the eye that covers the iris, pupil and anterior chamber of the eye. Ciliary body. What is this? This is a structure containing muscles and is located behind the iris which focuses the lens. Have you heard of rods and cones? These two are photosensitive cells of retina. Rods are present on the peripheral region of the eyeball or retina, and the cones are present at the central part of the retina. Coming to adrenal gland, location of adrenal gland, these are small glands present on top of each kidney at the retroperitoneal aspects of the kidneys. Prostate gland, it is located just below the bladder and in front of the rectum. Leydig cells or interstitial cells, these are located adjacent to the seminiferous tubules in the testis. Bartholin's gland present in female reproductive system. These are located on each side of the vaginal opening. And the pancreas, this is located in the upper left area of the abdomen, behind the stomach and near the duodenum. This is a endocrine as well as exocrine. This is heterocrine gland. So its location is very important. So hope this much is clear, the concept is clear over now. So we'll get back to you in the next video, which will be very soon, coming very soon after this. So please share this video to as much people as possible, as much candidates as possible, so that they also can gain the same thing as you are gaining. Thanks a lot. Wish you best of luck.